everyone. Oh, I turned the background music off on this one. Let me turn it back on. Hi. Hello. Happy anniversary. Can't wait for you to change forever. Well, I mean, you know, sometimes that just... I mean, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, you know? But yeah, hello Maho Shoujo. I feel like I'm so quiet, but it's like I can't really project my voice as much. I mean, we'll get into like the whole surgery thing, but you know, I think I might just have to like turn the mic up a little bit. Happy death of Juniper. She's not dying. She's just like retiring to her her attic where she will live out the rest of her days in happiness. I finished making the drink just as the go live notification came through. Yeah, we are gonna review that in a bit, but I don't want to like, you know, expel most of my content in the first like 10 minutes. So we will review and see how that goes. She's just gonna go to the farm. I mean, pretty much. Dust Buddy canonically dies. No, he's gonna be fine. He's gonna be freed. And then he will live forever. And that's gonna be good. Ahem. Yeah, I feel like I sound different. Probably because I can't, like, project my voice too much, like I was saying. But, yeah. I'm just gonna be, like, talking at a normal level, I think. I might sound a little bit weird, because I'm not, like, as loud as usual, but, you know. I mean, I think considering the circumstances, it's a bit fitting. Them just, like, not screaming for once, you know? But yeah, here we are. And it is, This is June's final hurrah, you know? It's good. But yeah, you guys kinda didn't see me at all for, like, the past week. I mean, I wanted to, like, have things go according to plan, but, you know, sometimes your teeth cause you too much problems. I mean, on that level, I guess I could say, like, I'm feeling better now. I mean, now I have, the injections, or, not the injections, the incisions. I have the incisions in my mouth now, and those, like, get kinda icky. They get kinda achy from time to time, but it's better than, like, having nasal pressure and, like, constant migraines and stuff. So I will take it. Scuff on the Juniper Heartstrings stream. It's more likely than you think. But, yeah. For, like, the past couple weeks, I was kind of, like, in a bit of a mood. Because, like, my teeth were giving me all types of hell. But, I guess I could just, like, regale you guys about the whole experience, you know? Risking it all doing this stream. Well, how so? Don't get dry socket? I'm just talking. And I'm drinking, like, plenty of water. I'm gonna, like, take breaks to go get water. And I am drinking it just, like, from the glass and not from a straw, because I know drinking from a straw is bad. Smoking is bad, although that's not really, like, something I do all that often anymore. I mean, maybe sometimes, but I have been refraining. But, yeah, I'm purposefully just, like, using my normal talking voice and not, like, projecting my voice or anything. But, so, on the day of the procedure, on Friday, I got the day off, so that was good. But, my mom was the one, like, doing all the driving for me, for all the stuff and all that. There are, like, 2 different locations that this particular surgeon had. It was, like, one of his locations was, like, strictly for, like, consulting and stuff, and then the other one was actually for, like, the big procedures. And... oh, excuse me. And on the morning when we were driving there, it didn't really look like my mom was going the right way, and then, like, we were right about to, like, exit away from the highway, and I just kind of piped up being like, we are going to that other location in the other city, right? And she was just like, shit! But then, thankfully, we were, like, close enough to the highway. We just kind of, like, got on there and, like, we still made it in time. I thought I was gonna have to, like, call and explain, but we made it. And, yeah. By this point, I was, like, just kind of, like, wanting to get it over with anyway. So I did kind of just, like, get right into it. They said, there was this thing I had to do before the procedure where, like, I mean, you're not supposed to drink a lot of water or whatever, because you can, like, throw up during your anesthesia and then it just goes right into your lungs or whatever. But, I got the, like, packet of instructions, and it told me, like, 1 hour before your procedure, you take a Tylenol and an aspirin, and you, like, drink it with a little bit of water so it doesn't get, like, stuck or whatever. And I did that. And so, I mean, I was already kind of, like, feeling it start to kick in by the time I got there and got all situated. I mean, we got signed in, and then I sat down for literally, like, 2 seconds, and then, like, the nurse, like, came through the door and, like, came and got me. So I guess they were just, like, already reared up, which is good. But yeah, the weird... dentists and, like, dental surgeons are always, like, kind of, what's the word? They're kind of, eccentric in their, like, office decorating. Because this guy, when I got into, like, the little operation room, it was, like, fishing. It had, like, a fishing/hunting theme. They had, like, fish wallpaper, and then, like, in the fucking corner of the room, they had some little, like, gone fishing sign or whatever. It was just very strange. Very strange theming for, like, a surgery room. But, I got up in the little chair, little, like, recliner chair they have. They, like, hooked me up. They got, like, an IV in my arm. I had to wear, like, one of those pressure, the blood pressure cuffs on your other arm. And then... oh! La 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 00017, thank you for the follow. But yeah, I had the pressure cuff, I had the IV. They put the little, like, heart rate monitor on one of my hands. And then like, at one point, one of the, like, the surgery techs who was helping set up, she like put the thing over my nose, and she was just like, oh yeah, and here's some oxygen. And I mean, by this point, it's like, we both know that's, like, the anesthetic. You don't need to, like, You don't need to treat me like I'm a dog and you're like putting my medicine in like a block of cheese or something. You don't need to lie to me. It's like I know what I signed up for. I'm not gonna fucking like freak out about it. But she was like, "Oh yeah, here's the oxygen." But like she told me to like breathe deep and then like everything started. I mean, I'm assuming, like, unless they give it to you through the IV, I'm pretty sure that was, like, the anesthetic. But after, like, about 30 seconds of me having that thing on, I just kind of, like, went out like a light. I mean, maybe it was in the veins or whatever, but I don't know. Who knows? I was really surprised how quick that stuff works. But, there's a weird... I don't know if this is just, like, how it always is, but, I mean, the whole procedure, I guess, lasted maybe, like, half an hour or, like, 45 minutes. I mean, they basically just, like... They just, They get the teeth out and then they stitch it up and that's pretty much it. Although I think with a couple of them, they couldn't like get the roots out all the way, so they kind of just like capped it off with that like cavity filler stuff or whatever, you know? And then I guess when I woke up, or I guess woke up in like air quotes, when I woke up from the procedure, there was a period of like 15 to 20 minutes where I just don't remember like anything that happened. It was just like one moment I was in the like surgical chair like about to pass out, and then next thing I know I'm just like in the passenger seat of my mom's car again. And I mean, I checked my phone, like, once I became more lucid, but, I guess at some point, like, immediately after I woke back up, I went into one of the Discord servers I'm in, and I just typed a message that just said, "I lived, bitch," and I have no idea of, I have no memory of doing that. That was just like me on pure autopilot, just to be like, I survived. You just blank out, but it's a blanking out that sticks in the memory. Okay. Ugh. I'm trying not to, like, push myself too bad with the talking. I feel kind of bad because it's, like, due to the way things played out, it's like, I didn't really have that much opportunity to, like, go out and do something, like, really fancy, because, like, I've just been in, like, recovery for the past, like, half a week. It's kind of hard. Kind of hard to even, like, talk for too long, but, you know, I tried. But, yeah, I guess, by the time I was, like, in my mom's car and we started, like, driving me back home, I guess I already had, like, the gauze over my wounds by that point, and, like, my face was just so swollen and, like, numb. I remember, like, a couple times I tried to, like, say something to my mom, and she would just be like, "I have no idea what you just said." And it was just like I couldn't communicate anything. Surely you'd be used to having a face full of cotton. Yeah, I mean, I guess. But, also, another cool side effect of the anesthetic, I think for the first, like, 10 or so minutes that I actually, like, had a preconceived notion of what was happening, like, Everything was just like doubled. Like I was looking at like all the stop signs and there would just be like 2 of each stop sign because like my vision was so messed up. It was something. It really was. Let me take another sip. But yeah, eventually we did get back home. I spent like the first 5 or so hours like on the couch. I mean, I guess it was for the better because like apparently after you've had anesthetic and all that, you get like a really bad sense of like coordination and like balance and all that stuff. So I guess it was for the better that I just kind of like sat on the couch for like a good portion of the day. But I tried. I mean, first of all, we had to like change my gauze like every half hour. And what we did, which I think really helped, is my mom like had the gauze wet and then she like put them in the fridge so they would be like all nice and cold. And then like after a while of doing the cold gauze and then like the bleeding started stopping, we switched to tea bags because apparently like the tea has like some enzymes in it or whatever that help like close wounds and prevent clotting and all that stuff. So that was actually a really good idea. It was obviously really uncomfortable because it's like you got all this like stuff in your mouth, but then you're just like expected to keep your mouth closed even though it's like really hard to. So I kind of had to just like clamp my jaw shut like with my hands at some points. It's a really good idea. Yeah, I mean, if anyone out there is ever about to do wisdom teeth, get your gauze cold and make like tea gauze things or something. I don't know. But yeah, we did that for a while until my numbing started to like subside. For some reason, like drinking water at first was like really hard because it's like my mouth was still so numb that I just had like no sense of my mouth was so numb I just didn't have a sense of like spatial awareness and like knowing where like the liquid was in my mouth, so it was just kind of like learning how to drink again, you know. But then, after I got some liquid, like, in my system, I also got, some pudding. Pudding was actually a lot easier to eat, because it's got, like, more of a sense of, like, existence than water does, for some reason. Like, I had a better sense of awareness of where it was exactly. But, yeah, I just kind of laid there for a while. At one point, I, like, fell asleep for, like, half an hour, which is really weird because, like, the night before, like, obviously I was nervous. Like, that's just a given. But also, like, my cat was just being a bastard. Like, he just sat outside my room, like, all night. Like, against the door, just meowing and meowing, like, all night. So I got maybe, like, 5 hours of sleep. And then I guess that nap was, like, an additional 20 or 30 minutes. So it's really weird because, like, for the rest of the day after that, I felt, like, pretty alert. I mean, maybe it was the adrenaline of having, like, stuff happening. Like, all the surgery and the wounding and all that. So maybe it was that. But I remember just being, like, very, I feel like the first day I felt the best because I was just like half numb anyway. And I didn't really have like a concept of like the pain that was about to come. But I mean, the way my mom had it set up was that she would just like be there like all day, and then my dad would come and he would stay with me through the night. But honestly, once I like started getting up again, I mean, I realized that like you're supposed to just like do it very slowly. Like when you are recovering on like day 1 of your post-op, it's like you can't get up too fast or else you'll get like head rush. And then like you also can't move too fast because you'll also get head rush. But I did eventually end up standing up on my own again after like 5 hours or so. So I had like I was ambulant. I was like not really in too much pain or anything. But yeah, I like eventually I was self-sufficient enough because my mom was having some kind of like she had gotten into some like poison sumac and she got a rash that was getting pretty bad. So she had to go to the urgent care, and so I was kind of just like on my own for like a little bit. But then my dad came over, like once it was time to like switch the guard. My dad came over and like he was there for maybe like 2 hours, and I was just like, honestly, man, you can go home if you want to, cause like I don't feel like I need assistance. And then like I just kind of went about my day, and it was fine. Although the next day, when the numbing started really wearing off, that's when the trouble started up again. The weird thing about the numbing is like you would think it would last the longest in like, you know, your jawline, like the back where your teeth removal happened. But it lasted the longest in like my chin and my lower lip and my like my tongue. So that was how that happened. So once the numbing started going away, I became like more aware of like the inflammation and all that stuff. So I by that point, like on the full after like 24 hours after your procedure, you start on this regimen of steroids and antibiotics and opioids and all that. For some reason, I mean, I know opioids are like bad in America, but like the way they bill it, it's just like, oh, it's a super powerful, like instantly addictive, like killer fucking medication. And I took my recommended half a pill dose near the end of the day. And I was waiting for something to happen, but then nothing did. And I was just like, I mean, do I really just have that much of a non-addictive personality, or are they like cutting this and making it weaker? Leaving to pursue her new career as an oxy fiend. I mean, I do feel like on some level, I do feel like they are just kind of making it weaker, so like people don't like get hooked on it. When I took opioids, I was immediately sleepy and it felt great. Yeah, I think it was it had a I don't remember what it was called, but it had like a prefix, or a suffix rather. It had a suffix of acetaminophen or whatever, so maybe it was just like a combination or something. But yeah, that didn't really like do anything for me. I mean, I've still been taking them like maybe once a day or so, just when it gets really bad. So like maybe it'll cut the pain a little bit, but you know. Yeah, I'm not necessarily surprised they just cut it with Tylenol. I mean, I was honestly a little bit worried at first because like I've had like my sister had her wisdom teeth removed, and when she took her like opioid pain meds, I think she like threw up or something. It was bad. But yeah, I got like 4 whole opioid pills. So if I split them in half, that's like 8 doses. Right now I'm down to 3 doses, so you know. And then the steroids. When I don't think I've ever taken steroids before, like this past the past couple days. When I went into it, I had this preconceived notion being like, you know, I bet this is gonna make me like super strong, and I'm gonna be like cleaning the whole house and all this. And I started on my first day's like supply, and it just didn't. Oh, it also just didn't really do anything except maybe make me like a little bit more nervous. I was like starting my day being like, oh man, I'm gonna be so productive, and then like the day ends and like my kitchen sink is just still full of dirty dishes. Eventually I did get them clean. Now my sink is mostly empty, but there's still a couple. And I've been on antibiotics, which is kind of good because I can't imagine like just innocuously eating something and then like incidentally it gets like lodged in your incision, and then it gets like nightmare infection, and then that's a whole thing. So I'm glad I have antibiotics. I mean, I've been really good about like swishing with salt water every time I eat something that isn't like just water or whatever. Just to like speed up the healing process. But yeah, a couple times I did get like a little bit zany. I got some like mini cupcakes and I ate a couple and they were good. I mean, I did the thing where like instead of like chewing with your teeth, you just kind of like mush the food up against the roof of your mouth with your tongue. I was kind of doing that just so I could like avoid contact a little bit more. I mean, I think it's been a good mechanism. It's been a good method so far, because I have been doing pretty well. Although I am on like day 3, and it's like, you know, my incision areas are still achy from time to time. I think it's just from like the general stresses of the day, from like whenever I eat, whenever I talk, and all that stuff. But I feel like I've been playing it pretty safe, all things considered. There were a couple days for the first like 48 hours, there were a couple times where I would just like want to eat like a whole half bag of tortilla chips or like 10 chocolate chip cookies, but I managed to avoid doing anything I wasn't supposed to. So, you know, that's good. I like that. Okay. I think I might actually need to... Well, let me finish my drink first. I was, my drink is starting to run out. Cause usually when I'm streaming, I have the, like, the big, like, Stanley Cup thing. I mean, it's not a real Stanley Cup, it's like a knockoff, but I have the big, like, half-gallon Stanley Cup full of water with the straw. But now that I can't use a straw, I've just been drinking out of a glass. Like, just drinking from the rim. And it's different. And I don't have as much space for water as I used to. Ahem. But yeah. Hopefully, you know, you should get the big-ass Stanley thermos for when it's cold. I think my dad has one of those, but I don't think he uses it anymore, because he doesn't, like... He's not going out to, like, the fucking car plant for, like, 15 hours a day. Okay, now my water is out, so I gotta, go refill that. I think this would be a good time for me to put on the BRB screen, because there is also a lot of June fan art that you guys probably haven't seen. I mean, I don't think I've updated the fan art, thing recently, because I don't think there's really been any new stuff happening per se, but in case you wanted to see it one last time for posterity, here you go. I'll be back in a second. Okay, I'm back. Hello. I have my new colder water. Ah, there we go. I mean, now that I've expelled all my now that I've expended all my, like, information about what I've been up to, I guess, you know, we could move on to other things, such as reviewing this drink recipe that was so graciously posted by Valence the Voyager in the June Discord. Let me just get that on screen. Oh, it's too big. It's very big. Okay. So, I mean, there's still a little bit clipping, but it's fine. We see all we need to. But let's see. I did not realize that the thing at the bottom was like actually a paper card. I thought that was just like something added in digitally in post. But we have got the June Fizz, and the ingredients for this cocktail are as follows. 1.5 ounces London Dry Gin. Very interesting. It's just easier to type things on real paper. That makes sense, I guess. We've got 0.75 ounces of fresh lime juice, 0.5 ounces of rich simple syrup, and 0.75 ounces of peach schnapps. Serve over ice, garnish with orange and mint leaves, top with soda water. So it seems like this is kind of a limeade with some orange and mint in it, in a way. A sort of peach limeade, garnished with orange and mint. I feel like that would be very interesting. London Dry Gin, because it's got juniper as the main flavor. Well, I mean, now is the time. We need a taste review. We need a very thorough drink review, along with a score out of 10, I think. It would only be fitting, I think. I can only help but wonder. I can only help but wonder, man. Yeah, we will, I guess, put that over here. Let's give it just enough room to be, like, legible. That's good. But yeah. I mean, this is really the audience's time. Because, you know, I kinda talked about all the stuff I wanted to talk about. It was really good, light and easy to drink with none of that alcohol burn present. Well, that's very apropos, I'd say. I think that describes me very well, you know? I'm drinking water. Hey, cheers, man. The orange and mint didn't do the toothpaste OJ thing I was worried might happen. Good summer drink. Yeah. I mean, that's good. Maybe you can put that in the old, like, cocktail rotation. Also, drinking water. Cheers. The peach schnapps was really strong. I can imagine. I remember having schnapps when I was, like, still too young to be drinking, but I wanted to do it anyway. Good times. But yeah, like I was saying, this stream really is more for the viewer. So, I mean, if you guys wanna, like, ask me anything, if you wanna talk about something, you know, this is your time. Although, I don't think I'll really be able to stay on for too long, cause, I mean, like everyone's saying, you know, I was considering tying an actual bow with the mint stem, but I realized the leaves did the job of being a bow better. Oh, yeah, that's true. I do see it. It's a good one. Very nice. But yeah, like I was saying, I don't think I can really keep going for too long, because ideally I would like to avoid developing any dry sockets. That would be very favorable. Ugh. That's fine. Dry socket bad. Oh yeah. We still got the redeems and all that. I didn't even realize. Have to get my pats in quickly. Oh man. I mean, I could probably keep going for like maybe another hour or so, but you know, I just gotta keep myself good. I can send you the thumbnail, the example I made for the art. I mean, yeah, you could. I could show it off on stream for like a little bit, examine it and all that stuff. Let me put on some more lip balm. Da, 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 da.
Dust Buddy. Oh, Pair 0Y. Dust Buddy chuckles at the thought of another tooth removal tale for June to share. Let's sprinkle whimsical vibes, laugh through the adventure, and embrace the quirky moments that make life magical. Ready for more giggle-filled stories ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the bits, Peroi. Appreciate ya. Don't show it off, it sucks, but it's funny. Oh, this is majorly exclusive. Oh! Interesting. That's gonna be a real knee slapper. I think the people are really gonna enjoy that one. Yeah, good little twist. Good one. Oh, man. Man, being away from stream really just reinforces the notion of being like, oh yeah, I don't really have shit to talk about, do I? Well, I mean, on the brighter side, I got my... I think I already said this, but I got my new metal detector, and last week I actually went out a couple times, and I got like a couple things. I think in the future I probably will like be able to amass enough stuff to just like have a whole stream of me talking about like, oh, I found this thing over here, and then I found this thing over here. And I think that's gonna be really fun. Whenever I have enough stuff to like really turn it into a main event, you know? Just a little bit of future content. And another thing, like, ideally, I would have wanted to, ideally, I would have wanted to, like, do some karaoke this week with all the stuff going on. But I don't think that's, like, physically possible for me. I really gotta, like, work my way back up to, like, talking on stream for multiple hours without, like, dying. I mean, I do feel bad about the timing, but I didn't want to just, like, put all these plans, like, in stone and then just be like, oh, wait, no, I changed my mind. No, it's not convenient right now, so I'm gonna, like, reschedule. I hate having to be, like, reschedule Andy. So, this is just the way it's gotta be, I guess. Any other future plans? Worked out how to make a popsicle stick house. I am getting there. It's not really like a big priority, cause like, I mean, just gluing stuff together in itself is like a lot to like get it straight and everything. But you know. Ugh. I do need another sip. Okay. But yeah, I don't think I could really make that into, like, stream content per se. you know? But maybe someday. I don't know. We got a rumor. We got a rumor vrooming by. Damn it, man. Ah. Oh, excuse me. Ah. Man, get your hiccups in. I mean, I'm not gonna like reset the counter, but I'm gonna have to like change it in some fashion. But yeah. You know, that's just how it goes sometimes. I just really hope like once I get everything like set in stone later this week, I hope I'll have like some new found, I guess like motivation to like really put myself out there and like try harder in terms of like stream content. What can be expected in the next chapter of the Twitch channel formerly known as Juniper Heartstrings? I mean, what I just said, and you know, I just hope I can like do better still, because I still feel like I'm not like putting in enough work. I don't feel like I'm putting in enough like effort, and then I'm like getting mad about it. I need to just like dedicate myself more to the craft, I guess. Like, you know. I wish I had more limes. I want another June Fizz. Well, it's a hit. You could always just buy like a whole thing of lime juice. I know that's a thing you can get. But yeah, I hope I can like put more of myself to work, I guess. And just like go harder, you know? Focus on what you want to share to a public, and I hear it gets easier to bear. Yeah. I feel like, I guess it's just a sort of like constant sense of like imposter syndrome that I have to work towards in streaming, because it's like, I feel like I'm just like lagging behind so severely like all the time. And it's kind of frustrating, but I guess it's just like the sunken cost fallacy. It's really impressive how consistently you do stuff, considering you do it all on your own and work full time. Yeah, I mean, I still feel like I'm not doing enough though, so I guess I'm just gonna have to like respec, I guess. Just rework my skill tree and all that stuff. I have to work more towards like networking and fucking collabs and all that stuff. The things I'm not good at, you know. It's just a constant grind. But maybe someday it'll pay off. Maybe someday. Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be nice? But yeah, I've touched on this before, but it's like, you know, the general populace of Twitch, like, I feel like they look at what I've got going on and they're like, oh, that does not resonate with me. So I'm hoping with the new coat of paint that's coming, maybe I'll have more like, maybe I could have more like mass appeal, maybe. That would be nice. Hope you find some people who would like to hang out on a stream. Yeah. I know people who do have clout. Oh, interesting. But yeah, maybe At some point, I will find like a sense of like personal belonging on Twitch and like really have a sort of like community, you know? Because I feel like I really haven't like done enough to like with the brand. I don't even know how to like put it into words, but it's like I haven't like made my brand into like enough of a fucking mind virus for it to just like be constantly in people's minds yet. And I think I really need to spec into that more. Like I just need to like be so fucking obnoxious that I like get into people's minds. That's what I need to work on. I need to work on my psyops. I really gotta spec into the like the mind virus class. What are we, chopped liver? I mean, I do have like a small community, but I feel like my contemporaries are just absolutely leaving me in the dust on that aspect. But I don't know. What happens on a rebrand? Switching avatars. I'm just I wish I had like a full like thing I could reference you to in regards to like my thoughts on the matter, but like I'm just we're switching, we're doing new paint. We gotta like redo everything, I think. Like new model, new assets, new all of that. The Dust Buddies community is ready to fight a protracted people's war for you. Oh no, am I starting a cult? New ass. I said assets. Assets. Ugh. I probably will still have to be working on assets even after like the new stuff rolls out though, because there is just eternally the one thing about like being a VTuber, there's always more work to be done. There's always like more things that need to be added, more emotes to be made, more content to be put out on Twitter to like throw into the void that's only gonna get like 2 likes. There is just a never-ending stream, and I gotta get used to that, you know? Classic stream content, making other stream content. I mean, that's the whole thing. Keep old assets on standby for nostalgia reasons. I mean, there are gonna be like a couple like emotes that I keep. Some legacy ones where it's like not exclusively tied to like the brand, but it's innocuous enough that it can just kind of like stay there. You know, like Whimsy, Meat Baby. Those are definitely like mainstays. Like those ain't going nowhere. And I will be like just kind of keeping everything. Because honestly, I mean, depending on how the new rollout goes, if it somehow does worse than like what I'm doing now, I'm just gonna like quietly switch everything back in like a month and like not even mention it and just act like that was a fever dream. That is my whole like that's my whole thing. I'm just gonna like rage quit it a little bit. Are we getting a new Ogi? I don't know if I'm gonna like be able to make one. I thought there was a 3-month bar on Twitch name changes. Last I checked, it was like only a month that you had to wait. I mean, depending on whenever I next get approved for a name change, I guess. But at this point, I'm just like, there's no way it can do worse than what I'm doing now, you know? Rig the current model into a string puppet you talk with sometimes with the new one. Yeah, I mean, I might make little, like, references here and there to, like, the old era, you know? There's always room for things to do worse. Oh, king of fucking positivity over here. Man. Don't validate my fears. That's lesson number 1. What are you doing? Ugh. Watch out, the killer. Oh. But yeah, I mean, hopefully all this like new stuff happening will give me the motivation to like really kick it into high gear and get going while the going's good, you know? Sometimes a little spring cleaning is what you need. I think the new mall's really cool and I'll be shilling it as much as I can. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I wonder if we could like unironically get into like sticker bombing. Just like get my stream QR code like on a sticker and then just like throw it everywhere. Like put it on every like street lamp, every street corner, every like seedy dive bar bathroom. It's just always there. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, skeezy. If you send me the June stickers, I'll go put it all over the major UK cities. Wow. Ugh. I do need like a good design though, because it would have to be like something enticing along with it or something. I would have to like make a design and then send it out for print. Probably with some like AliExpress sticker printer. Probably. Put it on the cone on the statue in Glasgow. Cover every part of Abbey Road. Somewhere in Manchester. Be the reason they pass regulation laws for putting stickers everywhere with QR codes. I actually saw like a random QR code sticker in the wild. I think it was like in some shopping district when we were in Vegas, and I scanned it, and I think it was just some person's like album that they put on Spotify or something. Either that was like their project or they were just a very ardent supporter. I don't know. But it was something. Ugh. But yeah, my main goal with the rebrand is to just like... To just like be as fucking annoying as humanly possible, because just sitting back and like being polite really hasn't gotten me all that much. So I think it's time to like be a little bit more of a bitch. I mean, not really, but like in theory. Not in practice, but like in theory, you know? Like, I'm done being nice. I just want to go ape shit. Man. But yeah. 2024 Q2. Welcome to the fucking mind virus. She's gonna pay for Twitter Blue. Not in my fucking life. If anything, I'll have someone else pay for it. I'm not paying for, like, the Twitter checkmark. That's embarrassing. You know, I have a theory that, like... being a blue checkmark on Twitter automatically makes your content, like, 30% worse. Cause it's like, whenever I'm scrolling my like For You page and I get an opinion from a blue check mark, usually it's some fucking stupid shit. And I think it's giving me like a confirmation bias or something. Where I'm just like, oh yeah, everyone with a blue check mark is a fucking idiot. It's not that, it's just that people who make content that sucks pay for the check mark. Oh shit, my fucking stuff. Good thing I didn't obscure that for too long. Zabam231, thank you for the follow. Hello. Yeah, I mean, maybe it is just like the people who suck extra bad always have like blue checkmark money. You could get the cheap verified thing that gives you a minor algo boost without the checkmark? The hell? That's a thing? I don't know if that's like real or not. I don't know, man. But it's like either way, I just don't really feel like it's really that much of a priority for me to pay for Twitter, like, at all. It was like $3 a month. Oh, they are getting desperate, aren't they? That's sad. Wow, that's something. They're just like, please, please buy our shitty premium plan. We'll even give you a discount. It's so desperate. Wow. What would your ideal advertising campaign be other than making a sticker bomb? I mean, I feel like on a certain level it would be pretty fun to just lean into like the mind virus thing on like more than just a meme level, you know? I don't know, maybe I'll create some kind of lore that like I'm just like a universal tulpa of like all the world's biggest weirdos or something. Juniper Heartstrings Times Square billboard. That would be such a huge money sink, man. Yeah, maybe I'll just do something like, oh, I was the creation of a fucking twisted psychopath guy or something. I don't know. Have some fun with it. Nothing's really set in stone. Spend a couple thousand to get a 0.1 second Super Bowl ad. Oh, that would actually be kind of cool because I could do it like fucking subliminal message style. Like every so often you just get a flash across the screen that just says, watch this streamer or something. That would be cool. That would be really neat. I should like look into that kind of stuff. Maybe. We could team up to buy a really cheap billboard in some third world country. All of a sudden I'm getting like a bunch of people from like fucking Senegal. Like all of a sudden I'm getting like 10 billion Senegalese viewers, and it's like, where did all these people from Senegal come from? And they just have like a fucking a billboard of my stream in like the capital. I know a podcast that bought a billboard in like Wisconsin. Maybe. I mean, I feel like billboard rentals are pretty cheap nowadays anyway, because it's like they're already struggling to get, like, anyone to buy. Third world country, Wisconsin. Oh, yeah, that would be interesting. Maybe on my next birthday or, like, Christmas or something. There was that whole movie about how renting billboards is cheap and can make a political point. Oh. I don't think I've heard of that one before. Ugh. I should really get my coaster over here. I've just been, like, putting the glass against the thing. No wonder it was so loud. 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri. Ooh. Interesting. Oh, excuse me. You know, let me look this up for a second. Billboard rentals. Billboard advertising products. Let's go local. It's a good thing I opened this on private. Number of billboards in the area is 900. Let's see. Advertising rates. Estimated per location per 4 weeks. 2,500 to 4,500 for like a large billboard. Oh, a medium billboard is like 850 to 1,000. You know? There's also just buying an ad on the Chan. I mean, that's the problem though. Like, I don't think my content is really geared towards like the Chan mindset. Like the average 4chan user. I don't think they would like my stream. I think that would be a waste of money. Like, more often than not, I'd just get like a bunch of people in here like trying to harass me or something. That doesn't seem like a good use of my, like, funds, I guess. Bunta Vista did a billboard in Yazoo, Mississippi. Ooh. You seem to trick a lot of people into thinking you're some sort of based trad wife and not just girl autistic. True. That is true. Yeah, I mean, I have like fucking a couple real world hobbies and everyone looks at me as if I'm like some fucking... I don't know. Weird. Man. Maybe I should lean more into like my real world hobbies, although... I feel like on the same level, if I like talk out of kayfabe too much, like that's also a turnoff to some people. Because they're just gonna be like, why were you outside? You're supposed to be fucking like indoors all the time. You're supposed to be like old and decrepit and shit. Like, okay. It's hard to find a happy medium, you know? Ragdolls don't go to the dentist. Ragdolls don't have teeth. You fucking phony. You fucking faker. Fail RP. But yeah, that's something that I constantly have a sort of like identity crisis over, because it's like, I mean, I don't know like how... I don't know, like, how much more advantageous it is to do, like, thing A rather than thing B or whatever. Because it's like, everyone always wants, like, a different experience, so it really is hard to just, like, find one thing that, like, will please everyone. That's something I've always have... that's all that I've always had to, like, grapple with, you know? The new design feels very sort of like Love Is, and he planned to do comics with it. I mean, I was thinking more like just silly little, like, cartoon strip type of comics, but nothing particularly serious at all. I feel like it's just like a very simple to draw little goblin that I can put in little goblin situations, and it would be very apropos. You know? Love Is was a newspaper strip. Well, that just fits right in. You know? I think it would be cool. Although I don't think I'd really be able to, like, get into a cadence with it, because I'm very, like, hard-pressed for original ideas. Love Is not a thing normal people know about. I mean, maybe if I saw, like, a visual reference? Oh my god, my cat. Cat, stop yelling. I'm just a girl. Please. Let me look this up. Maybe I would be able to recognize it. I mean, I think I've seen it maybe once or twice before, but it's not really like a mainstay as far as things go. Newspapers aren't a thing anymore. I mean, that doesn't stop me, you know? Oh my god. Cat, you gonna come yell at me some more? Oh no, he's just being nice now. Okay. Juniper Garfield heartstrings. I keep nervously reapplying my lip balm. But yeah, I think that would be cool, you know? Very nice. Rip off old Zippy the Pinhead strips. No one has read those, but they're pretty enjoyable. Boy, what are you doing? Stop it. You're being a nuisance. What breed is the cat? I don't know. He's just kind of like a ginger cat. Like a little bit orange, but not quite all the way orange. Okay, now he's just laying there. Hopefully he doesn't become a nuisance. But yeah. He does this thing that I can only describe as like grumbling, where he'll just like meow really softly as he's like walking away. Just to like complain a little bit more. Short hair variety or one of those fluffy ones? I believe he's a short hair. His hair is not long enough to be a long hair. Boy, what is it? I literally have my hand outstretched to you. You have no excuse. What? Such a crybaby. But yeah, I mean, hopefully next week. I was thinking next week, since I didn't get to do Rhythm Heaven like this past week, I could probably open up next week with it. And that could just be like my first game that I play with like the new stuff and all that. You know, maybe it would be cool. Maybe. I would like to like diversify my stuff a little bit more. As much as I talk about that, like all the time. I just kind of talk about things and then I don't do enough to like actually put them into action. It's a big problem for me. I don't like having to commit too much to things, but I need to get better at that. You know? Doing things sucks. I mean, yeah. That is just the eternal struggle. I have to, like, try and put in effort to make things work. It's the worst. Okay. But yeah. I mean, we'll keep things going. We'll try to keep the well of ideas a little bit fresher. Thank you. But I'm very excited for the you know, the new setup. Diversification is a hard one. You've got to split the difference between reaching new audiences and maintaining the people you have. Yeah. I guess I kind of just have to, like, stick more with, like, general people pleasers and stuff. Plenty of people who just play video games in their own special ways. Yeah. One of the many things I will have to eternally grapple with as a streamer, but it is my cross to bear. Ahem. But we're gonna be putting things in action, you know. Golly, what is it with you, cat? Come on. He just has to be, like, right there on the on the desk always. You coming back? Don't bump the mic. Weirdo. What is it? What are you doing? Go on, boy. Go. Get lost. Stop getting in front of my camera. June is dead. Long live June. Yeah, go on. Okay. But yeah, Cat's the VTuber now. Maybe that's the creative shakeup this channel needs. I noticed he was, like, getting up on my desk a lot, and what I tried to do is, it's like an L-shaped desk, so, like, the far corner that, like, meets up with the wall, I put, like, one of his cat beds over there, in hopes that he would just, like, lay over there and, like, not bother me. But then, so many times I'll see him, like, go over there and, like, knead in the bed a little bit, and I think he's gonna lay down, but then he just, like, goes back and he just gets out again. And it's like, I can't ever make him happy. Ugh. Man, oh man. I'm curious if anyone has made a VTuber that's controlled by their cat or another animal. I don't think any animal would be, like, stationary enough. Because they would just, like, immediately get out of frame whenever they, like, hear a fucking, like, noise at the door or something. Does the thing respond to catnip? I mean... He seems to enjoy catnip. Like, I put it on his scratch pad and he likes that. I always thought it'd be fun to be like a behind-the-scenes tech person for VTubers. I have so much fun thinking up fun on brand but offbeat content. But I'm the only person that can only be one thing at a time. Yeah. I mean, sometimes, like, trying to implement new ideas is, like, half the fun. you know? It's just like, I constantly gotta be on the look for like the next best thing or whatever. I know someone who used a fish to play Pokemon. Yeah, but like, a fish is only going like as far as its enclosure goes. I mean, a fish ain't always gonna be like facing the screen to like activate the tracking or whatever. Fish gotta like turn around and eat its like seafood pellets or something at some point. Uh-huh. They'll have to do something custom with the tracking. Yeah. I don't know. It just seems really difficult, really. Borderline experimental. Tracking an animal would have to be done by some CS nerd. Nerds. Oh golly. But yeah, I was thinking for the little like re-debut we're doing on Saturday, I could I know I can't like sing or do anything like crazy like that, but I could like, you know, do some like little tier lists about like my favorite stuff. Just do a little like get to know you section, you know? I think that would be cool. Because I don't think I've really shared that many like fun facts about like me and my personality like before. So it would be good to just like get a good first impression, you know? And just do that sort of thing. Yeah, who the hell are you? Well, you'll find out this Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Don't miss it. Ahem. But yeah, I just want to make it known that the rebrand itself is like very low stakes. Cause like I said, if it doesn't work out, I'm just going back to like my old tricks immediately. And if it does work out, you know, we can build it up and all that stuff. Build on it. Make it more interesting. You know? One last eye reveal for old time's sake. Debuts are a scam, anniversary streams are where it's at. But I already had my anniversary, it's over. I did that whole like 3-hour karaoke marathon and I only got like 20 viewers at its peak, I think. Which was a little bit embarrassing, a little bit mortifying. Kinda made me rethink my whole existence for a second, but you know. We get by. Ooh. I mean, not for nothing. I've been chugging water like a pro today. I'm already like almost done with my second glass this stream alone. Honestly, it's weird how much pressure is put on VTubers to perfectly play an improv character on their first appearance. Yeah, I've always wanted my whole persona, or I guess personas in this case. I've always wanted my personas to be like fairly open-ended in terms of like what they can and can't do. Like strictly putting myself in like a box of like X amount of personality traits seems like that's not gonna leave me enough room for like the bits and all that. I don't want to like just strictly be playing a character and not like have any room to like interject like my own sense of personality onto it. Was Pee-wee Herman perfectly fleshed out the first time Paul Rubens walked out in a dumb little suit? Certainly not. Yeah. I like having my persona be something that I can work on and like expand with time. That always has like been a lot more of a draw for me than just being like literally like an anime character and that's it. I mean, certain people enjoy the streamers who are just like 100% involved in just like being an anime character, but that's just not really what I want to do. With my free time. My free time. I can hear my cat complaining in the background again. Whew.
Dust Buddy. Oh, try unfair. Dust Buddy feels the bittersweet magic of your 14-month anniversary with the doll. Let's sprinkle whimsical charm, dance through nostalgic memories, and cherish the moments shared with our ragdoll friend June. Embrace the tears of joy and laughter as we celebrate this enchanting journey together.
Yeah, I don't know why his little speech bubble, or his little thought bubble, like, lags sometimes. It's just, it happens. But yeah, try on fair. This is your last anniversary with the doll, and your first anniversary with someone new. Look on the bright side. I know for some of you, June is a very cherished lady. But I think the new girl will also worm her way into your heart much like an infectious disease. I hope that helps. Change, ew, scary. Yeah, she's gonna worm her way into your brain like an infectious parasite. I think you're gonna like it. But, I am once again out of water, so I think I will put it on the BRB again while I go get some more water and possibly go to the bathroom. So, enjoy again a last look at all the art stuff, all the fan arts that I've collected, and enjoy. Hi, I'm back. Hello. Let me take a sip. Ahem. Thank you. But yeah, as this stream gradually starts to come to a close, I think we should take a moment and appreciate just how far Juniper Heartstrings has served us in the past like 2 years, you know. Just over 2 years now. Actually, I think technically this is my like affiliate anniversary, but you know. So, and I did get affiliate probably like just under a month after I started streaming, so, you know, not for nothing. But however, I feel like I should have some kind of like speech lined up, but I'm not good at like talking just off the cuff or anything. And I'm not good at writing speeches, but I think we can all appreciate that June has had some good moments, although how much those good moments stack up against the not so good moments is debatable. But we really did have some like good memes, some good some good streams, some good stuff like that. And you know, I can't help but just like be excited for the new chapter and doing things like little new game plus and just like re-exploring my identity as a streamer and all that stuff. I think it's gonna be really fun, even though change is hard. Like we're gonna be making some good content and stuff. I was actually thinking of like reviving the like highlights clip channel thing, although how often I'm gonna be posting on there is I don't know. I don't really know. But I would like to sort of get into that again at some point, maybe. That would be cool. Ahem. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's like... I guess at this point, like, all the things that needed to be said have already been said. So, you know, it's cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm just, like... I'm ready for the next phase of things. I'm very excited. And I hope everyone else is, too. But, I feel like it's such a weird note to leave off on, but at the same time, I just don't really have anything else to, like, say, really. It feels kind of lame, but what can you do? Goodbye, Steam. Goodbye, iconic teacup. Everything else can stay. Dust Buddy can stay. He's fine. But yeah. I hope I don't like. I hope I don't have anyone's like ill will for all this. Okay, maybe a little bit of ill will, obviously, but I hope I don't have too much ill will for the stuff that I'm gonna be doing. Cause I feel like it's in the best interest of like everyone in the long run. Just want to use up these redeems while I can. I mean, I might keep a couple of them and just kind of like repurpose them. Not all of them are gonna go away. I might even make some new ones or something. I don't know. But yeah, I hope everyone will be I mean, I don't want to say I hope everyone will be happy because I don't think like that's just the nature of things, you know? No one is ever gonna be like completely happy with like any sort of change that's being made. But like I said, I feel like for the growth of this channel and this community, I feel like we just need to like move on to greener pastures and things. So, you know, I hope you all have faith in me. I hope I can live up to the expectations, and I hope I can do my best and make it worth. And make it work as well. But yeah. Not for nothing. So, I mean, if you guys just want to like spam redeems, I could just sit here and let you do that too. It depends. Oh yeah, the classic. Valence redeemed June compliments you. Valence, you are probably the most dedicated viewer in terms of like being present for streams and stuff. Up there with like Maho Shoujo and all them. Like that's if I could have like custom like little emblems for people, I would make you guys like the Uber VIPs. Honestly, I don't know why Valence doesn't have a VIP badge. I should redelegate that at some point. But yeah, Uber VIP viewer. So much appreciated. And I hope I can I hope I can like continue to impress you. I guess. Neither do I, but it felt whiny to bring it up. I will fix that. I will fix that. That will be addressed. But yeah. As you all know, the re-debut slash rebrand is happening on Saturday the 6th. And I might do some like Twitter rollout stuff. I'm kind of still that's still kind of up in the air, but I do want to do some form of rollout, even on just like a very small level. So stay tuned. Big changes coming. I hope everyone is as excited as I am, because I feel like it'll be very fun. And I hope you all enjoy. So, thank you all for sticking with me. Not just over like the past hour and a half, but over like the past 2 years in some cases. And I hope we can continue to, you know, grow together as a community. So, thank you all for watching and continuing to watch, I hope. I hope... I mean, I guess just for old time's sake, I can plug my socials. Oh, no she dies forever. Oh no! Insert name here, thank you! God, you're doing a hype train right before we leave? I mean, I at least gotta relay this to Dust Buddy. He's gotta know. Also, Dust Buddy does not know he's going to be decommissioned, but I'm treating it like he's a dog, and we're like, we're just not telling him. Oh, Dust Buddy, guess what? We got some subs. Woohoo!
Dust Buddy. Oh, insert underscore name underscore here 609. Dust Buddy twirls with joy at your enchanting gift of 501 subs to June's merry community. Let's sprinkle whimsical vibes, dance with glee, and celebrate the magic of generosity in the realm of heartstrings. Embrace the joy and laughter as we welcome new friends to our whimsical world.
Has anyone ever used the violin command? I mean, it's been a couple times, but I think I might need to, like, in the future, I might need to put the commands, like, more front and center. Just so, like, people don't forget they're there. Like, just put them, I guess, like, further up in the description or whatever. But, yeah. Thank you. Insert name here, as always. Very generous. I hope we can make this re-debut, a very big success. I have high hopes. Although, I feel like my viewing is gonna be very modest, but I can always hope. But yeah. The end. Valence, thank you for the 100 bits. I mean, guys, the whole thing is you gotta be making Saturday the big event, not like the demise stream. If the demise stream ends up being like the bigger hullabaloo, it's gonna feel weird. You know? Just make sure you're showing up as loudly on Saturday. I guess that's all I ask. Just make some noise. I have to use every emote real quick. I mean, yeah, get it out of your system. Of course. By Saturday, I'll work out how to make the gift subs charged to my UK bank account. Oh man. Bank account stuff sucks. I hope you get that figured out soon. Even though I'm broke as shit from the New York tickets. Oh man. New York June meet real? I think so. I mean, it should still be a good opportunity for me to get a ticket. I mean, I guess if worse comes to worse and I can't go once it gets there, I could just like refund it, but I should just go ahead and take the plunge. But yeah. That is all I have to say. Yeah, making it extra big. I hate that it doesn't like show up in the chat like replay on screen, but that's a very big emote. I like it. Thanks for the stream, June. The stream's even. Okay. Well, everyone, I hope you're all as excited as I am, as I said. I think it's gonna be good. If you slime chat any instance of one emote gets big, it's not perfect. Oh, interesting. But yeah, I just like I just like short-circuited for a second. So Saturday, not June. It's fucking July, dumbass. Please. Saturday, July 6th. rebrand happening 6 p.m. EST. Be there or be square. And that's all I have to say. So, I hope everyone has a good morning, evening, afternoon, night, whatever it is, wherever you are. And I love you!